I have no shame in saying that my childhood was very rough. I was on footpath from 16 to 18. I was doing odd jobs, washing, cleaning, washing cars. I was a security guard in Benetton. I tried committing suicide 4 times.
अगर आप घर बैठे बहुत सारी फिल्म्स या सीरीज देख रहे हैं ऑन OTT प्लेटफॉर्म्स, देयर इज वन फेस दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली अनमिसेबल एंड दैट इज अमित साध. पर ये शायद बहुत लोगों को नहीं पता कि उन्होंने 16 साल की उम्र में अपना घर छोड़ दिया, 2 साल तक फुटपाथ पर रहे. ही इज वर्कड एज अ सर्वेंट इन दिल्ली और उन्होंने 4 बार कोशिश की सुसाइड कमिट करने की. Joining us today on Curly Tail's Sunday Sundowner is Amit Sadh. Hi Amit, welcome to Sunday Sundowner on Curly Tails. How are you?
Very well, good. Finally, we get to do this, and
Yes,
so I'm very excited about it.
absolutely. और आजकल no matter which series or film I'm watching, आप हर जगह छाए हुए हो. Be it Breathe, Shakuntala Devi, and now Avrodh. Was this back-to-back release planned?
There I drust hai. A lot of my fans and loved ones for so many years they used to complain that aap dikhte hi nahi ho, aap aate hi nahi ho, and then I would say ki yaar kaam milega to aaunga na. But I'll be very honest, what I'm most excited about is that people could sit home and watch all this work that I have brought with different people.
Absolutely, and some really good work happening there from your side. How are you spending time in this lockdown? I believe आप देहरादून में हो आप.
हम पहाड़ों में हैं और पहाड़ी हैं.
अच्छा.
लेकिन सबसे पहले हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं.
बिल्कुल, पर शहरों की लाइफ और पहाड़ों की लाइफ में बहुत फर्क है. What is it that you prefer?
यार मैं शहरों में तो अभी तक मैं बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल हो जाता हूँ. मैं ऐसी जगह रहना चाहता हूँ जहाँ सुबह उठते ही मैं दौड़ पे जा सकूं, सैर पे जा सकूं, मेरे जो डॉग्स हैं, मेरे जो पेट्स हैं, मैं उनको टहला सकूं. सो बॉम्बे में थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है, बट बॉम्बे ने सारे सपने साकार किए. बॉम्बे में दोस्त हैं, इंडस्ट्री है. और दिल्ली में बहुत वक्त बिताता हूँ कि मेरे जो जिगरी दोस्त हैं, हम लोग बाइक बहुत चलाते हैं दिल्ली में, अपना ट्रिप्स बहुत करते हैं, बुट सर्किट में भी बाइक चलाते हैं. सो आई जस्ट ट्राई टू कीप अ बैलेंस, लाइक वर्क एंड देन लिव लाइफ.
Amit, let's talk about your childhood as well. और मैं आपके बारे में पढ़ रही थी that you actually left your home at the age of 16 and haven't had a tough journey before you actually got your first show. If you can take us through that, please, because it's quite an inspirational story.
I have no shame in saying that my childhood was very rough. Psychologist and my therapist tell me that no, don't use that word, stay challenged.
Okay.
But I still say rough. And I argue with them. I say rough tha to rough hi bolunga na yaar. From 16 to 18, I was literally on the footpath. I was doing odd jobs, washing, cleaning, washing cars. I was a security guard in Benetton. There was this bunch of 12, 13 young girls from Indian home economics, IHE, in South Action, and they would walk past me. And because I was so complex and so hurt and so lost, one day I went to this lady who's like my angel, my best friend till now. She's married with a kid. Lives in Berlin, and I went to her and I said, "Dude, what's your problem? Why do you guys mock me? Because I had torn shoes and I have a torn jacket. You know from which school I am? I'm from Lamartine." And they say, "Hey, we just find you cute." And then from that, they all became my I don't know my friend, my sisters. They would feed me food from Bengali market. What I can tell you is, life is not easy, and life is not going to be easy. What you do with it, how you do it, is up to you. Your intent, your will. Set that straight. Miracles will happen, things will happen. And मुझे बचपन में बोला गया था मैं लूजर हूँ. सबने मेरे को लाइफ में 30 साल की उम्र तक के सबने मुझे बोला मैं लूजर हूँ. मैं टेलीविजन में था, मुझे कुछ लोगों ने लूजर बोला, काफी लोग. एंड मैं उनके आई एम नॉट अगेंस्ट दैट, आई एम नॉट अपसेट विद दैट, बिकॉज आई डिडंट केयर अबाउट दैट. बट आई स्टार्टेड टेकिंग केयर ऑफ दिस, दैट एम आई अ लूजर? नो. व्हाई आर दीस पीपल सेइंग इट? ओके, मैं इनको नहीं दिखाऊंगा. मैं अपनी नजर में जितनी मेहनत हो सकती है, जितना सीख सकता हूँ, जितना अपने आप को सुधार सकता हूँ, मैं वो सुधारूंगा कि मैं अपनी नजर में कभी लूजर नहीं होना चाहिए.
But Amit, life has become such that everybody is living with the pressure to be successful. जैसे आपने बताया, एक self pressure ही होता है. And you mentioned that how you had suicidal thoughts at the age of 16.
I
So,
tried committing suicide 4 times between the age of 16 and 18. गोमती नदी का ब्रिज. Second, अल्मोड़ा में एक जगह है ऊपर जहाँ टावर है वहां से. 2, 3 बेंटन शोरूम की छत से. वहां से कूदा नहीं क्योंकि नीचे देखा तो बहुत कम था. मुझे लगा कि आई हैड अ वेरी रैशनल ब्रेन इवन व्हेन आई वाज यंग. तो ऐसे यार टांग टूट जाएगी, मरूंगा नहीं. And the fourth was, there's a place called Kidwai Nagar near where I used to work. It's near South Extension. It's in INA Market, Kidwai Nagar. वहाँ पे railway station. And that I was 18 then. By then I knew that I will never do this again. And that's the day till today. I've never had that thought again.
there are two things to this. Ek to, I think it takes a lot to get to a stage where you decide to commit suicide. Two is when you actually come out of it and not do it. Amit, I would like to know about both the steps. I mean, were you really in that bad a mental state to have the courage to do this and 4 times? And how were you saved?
Saved by the angels. I always say this. मैं 16 to 18, I call it a coma state. I think I was in coma. You know, and I hear a lot of people give so much gyan about suicide and mental health. Like you said, when somebody decides or thinks of taking such a step of putting an end to their life, when somebody takes this decision or attempts this, you have to realize the person has not failed. The society has failed around him. People around him have failed. So-called friends and family and blah, blah, blah. They have failed. The person who's doing this is not failed. That person is just broken. And if you ask me, maybe I felt lost and broken, and I didn't have anyone or anything to look up to or look forward to. But then, by God's grace, I had a life which kind of resurrected me. At the right time, I kept meeting right people. At the right time, I kept getting work to survive. Kept reading the right books, which took me from A to B, A to B, A to B, and and that's a loop.
I never thought our conversation will move in this direction, to be honest. I was in a totally different frame of mind, but
I'm sorry, it got a little intense. You asked me such a question.
I'm glad that you bring this up because it's important. It's important because all we are hearing around us is about suicide and murder, and it's ironic that your first film was also with Sushant Singh, who you shared screen with. I'm sure you must be having some fond memories of him, and did you ever have this conversation with him? What's your line of thought there?
I wish we had this conversation, but unfortunately we didn't. But you said one thing that do I have some fond memories? I have 1,000 fond memories with him. The case has gone to CBI, so I will not comment much. But I'm waiting to find out the truth, because the man I knew, he would never do something like this.
I think everybody is waiting to know more about the case. Let's talk about your journey then, Amit. And I believe you came to Mumbai with only 300 rupees.
Yeah, and a bike.
And a bike. How did you manage to get a show?
At that time, they used to say hero है, villain के पीछे 3 लड़के खड़े होंगे, आप उसमें से एक होंगे. So they auditioned me, and the next day they called me, हमें आपकी शक्ल अच्छी लगी है. Now we want to audition you.
And then I just went from one gig to the other. I think I was not ready for it. And a couple of years later, I realized there's something missing in me. Then I realized that I still have a lot of issues. I had a lot of anger issues. I had zero diplomacy skills. I had zero tolerance. And at that time, I was going through a breakup, and somebody very dear to me said, "Why don't you just go and study acting?" And meanwhile, I had tried my luck in films, and nobody was giving me work. And then I realized, why would anyone give me work? I'm just a brash guy, I'm just a reactive human being who doesn't read, who doesn't watch good movies, who doesn't sit quietly and think. And so that's when all these things, I think, came in. Then I went to Lee Strasberg to study acting, came back. Long story short, first first meeting I had somewhere where I was ridiculed and mocked. And which is okay. As an artist, you should be ready for it. It should not break you, or it should You get affected, you go home and you cry and stuff, but it should not break you. If anybody is saying anything to you, breaks you, then what you want is not strong enough. That's why I say zid. इंसान को जिद्दी होना बहुत जरूरी है. And then my first screen test was Kai Poche, and it went pretty well. And that's it. Then one thing went to the other. A new journey started.
It takes a lot to acknowledge that there were a few qualities that you needed to work on. But do you think you've gotten better today to handle your emotions, be it anger, be it feeling negative or insecure, or any of those emotions?
Yes, I think I encountered Dalai Lama at the right age and stage in life, and I started understanding the meaning of Karuna, the meaning of tolerance.
Yes.
These were very big words that impacted me at the right time. So acting has helped me a lot. The love from people, validation from people. So a little bit of everything. You just can't fix yourself alone.
Yeah. Any key principles that you follow in life?
In terms of gurus, I have 1,000 gurus.
Okay.
Anybody I can look up to, anybody that can aspire me, from my cook or from the boy who's been living in my house, Prakash, who came to me, who knew nothing and now he knows so much. From you, from the people I work with. There's inspiration. There's a guru in everybody. But for that, you have to shut your mouth, shut your brain, and observe and be ready to receive. I think I've learned how to receive now. And there are great people who have had a great impact on me. Definitely Dalai Lama is like in the top of the list.
Okay. Let's talk about Avrodh now, your new series. You're playing Major Videep Singh. I believe it's a very special role for you because your father wanted you to be a part of Indian Army.
Yeah, me too. And life, destiny had different plans. So it's a tribute. It's also a tribute to the Indian Armed Forces. I'm a big, ardent fan of the armed forces. Like you have no idea. I'm in sync when what are they buying? What are they fighting? I even kind of follow how many people kind of sacrificed their lives 3 days back. What's the count? I'm and I think all of us should be, because the kind of sacrifice the Indian Armed Forces kind of make for us, the least we can do is acknowledge them and be informed of what they're doing.
और मैंने कहीं पढ़ा है कि फ्यूचर में आपको गोवा में अपना एक रेस्टोरेंट खोलकर वहीं चिल करना है. Is that true?
Yes, मेरे को ना कॉफी बहुत पसंद है और मेरे 2 दोस्त हैं दिल्ली में बहुत अच्छे. I just told them, ऐसे मुझे लोगों को कॉफी पिलानी है, तो ठीक है कैफे खोल देते हैं. ऐसे नहीं, आप समझ नहीं रहे, मुझे बैठ के अपने हाथ से कॉफी पिलानी है. तो इसे तुम कर लोगे, ऐसे मैं करूंगा. So I have a nice idea. I mean, of course, when I'm filming, I won't be there. My idea is to sit there and interact with people. When I'm not filming, I think Goa is a nice place to spend time, drink coffee, and share your coffee.
So you like Goa. Which is your other favorite destination, so to say?
For me, one of the most best places are Kumaon, Leh, Ladakh.
Okay.
And I'm very, very like Leh is amazing. Leh is just beautiful. But nothing beats the Himalayan ranges. Gangotri, Nanda Devi, Trishul, Panchancholi,
Absolutely.
That's where I draw my energy from, the mountains.
Now, biking. When did you discover this passion for biking?
Yeah, this I got from dad. It's in my blood. I started riding a bullet from the age of 14.
Wow. Yeah. और क्या plans है? I heard you also want to ride from Alaska to Austria, from top of the world to bottom.
No, it was from North America tip, which is Alaska, to the tip of South America.
Oh, okay.
So I want to do 2 continents, like from top to down.
Tell us about food. Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, मुझे मटन बिरयानी बहुत पसंद है.
अच्छा, okay.
हाँ, और किसी को भी मेरा दिल जीतना है तो मटन बिरयानी बना के ये लोग जीतते रहते हैं. मुझसे कुछ काम कराना हो, मटन बिरयानी भेज दो. फिर स्वीट्स में मुझे काजू की बर्फी बहुत अच्छी लगती है, मोतीचूर के लड्डू बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, जलेबी रबड़ी बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
Okay.
बेसिकली किसी हलवाई की दुकान में ले जाओ, मैं सब खा लूंगा. गुजिया होली में गुजिया होती है, मुझे गुजिया बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
Clearly looks like you're missing your food. Do you like to cook? Do you cook anything?
I know how to cook because when I was on footpath or even earlier days, even when I came to Bombay, I used to cook my own food. So I can cook good Indian food: dal, chawal, sabji, bhindi, tarahi, kathal, rajma. राजमा बहुत अच्छे बनाता हूँ मैं, बहुत अच्छे बनाता हूँ. और हाँ, इंडियन खाना अच्छे से बना पाता हूँ, और कुछ नहीं आता. हलवा बना लेता हूँ, मूंग की दाल का हलवा बना लेता हूँ, गाजर का हलवा बना लेता हूँ. काफी चीजें बना लेता हूँ.
अच्छा, और आपको स्ट्रीट फूड पसंद है? any favorites that you have there?
नहीं, मुझे स्ट्रीट फूड नहीं अच्छा लगता.
नहीं. अच्छा.
नहीं.
मुंबई में कोई
बट शूटिंग पे है कि बॉम्बे आने के बाद बड़ा पाव है, बट बड़ा पाव ऐसा है कि जैसे बहुत शूटिंग कर रहे हैं पूरा दिन और सब थके हुए दिख रहे हैं, तो मैं सबके लिए मंगवा लेता हूँ, उसमें फिर मस्ती में खा लेता हूँ.
अच्छा, पर आपको वैसे घर का खाना ज्यादा पसंद है than outside food, is it?
सिर्फ घर का.
सिर्फ घर का. तो आप
मैं लेके जाता हूँ, खाना लेके जाता हूँ.
Really?
जो कहीं भी हो, नहीं मतलब टचवुड गॉड्स ग्रेस सब प्यार करते हैं. बैकडोर से आ जाता है खाना मेरा अपना. बहुत कम रेस्टोरेंट इंडिया में जहाँ मैं खाना बाहर खाता हूँ. मैं खाना ही नहीं खाता था. मुझे बाहर का खाना ही पसंद नहीं है, क्योंकि ताकत तो तभी आएगी जब आप घर का खाना खाएंगे.
अच्छा, तो आप बाहर का बिल्कुल आप how would you go on a date with anyone? Would it just be a coffee date?
घर में बना दूंगा ना डेट यार. जो डेट में चीजें चाहिए होती है, कैंडल, फ्लावर्स, अच्छा खाना, खुद प्राइवेट बटलर बन जाऊंगा यार. आई एम श्योर एनी गर्ल वुड अप्रिशिएट दैट. आई विल बी द बटलर, आई विल बी द सर्वर, आई विल सर्व फूड हाथ से. कहाँ मिलेगी ये सब चीजें बाहर करने को? बाहर तो पूरी दुनिया, देयर इज नो इंटिमेसी आउटसाइड.
Absolutely. Candles, flowers और आपके हाथ के बना हुआ राजमा चावल. That'd be a good.
ये सुन के तो बहुत लड़कियां भाग गई होंगी ऑलरेडी. I'm a very desi guy यार.
Okay. So we'll play a fun game. It's called 5-second fire. आपको 5 seconds दिए जाएंगे and you have to quickly give me an answer for that. Okay?
एक सेकंड में दे देंगे.
अच्छा, चलो देखते हैं. First one. 3 people you trust in Bollywood.
ये बहुत मुश्किल सवाल है. But I can tell my producer Vikram Malhotra, my director of Breathe, Mayank Sharma, and my brother, my mentor, Vijay Subrahmanyam. He's one of the heads of Amazon Studio.
Oh, okay.
I trust these 3 people with my life.
Okay. 3 movies of yours you like the most.
Actually, I'll say the ones that didn't work. Guddu Rangila, RunningShadi.com.
Running.
They are my most favorite because they didn't work.
Running Shadi was with Taapsee Pannu, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. 3 dishes you can eat anytime.
Jeera aloo, rajma chawal, or kadi chawal.
Dahi kadi? Is that Punjabi kadi is what you like?
No, I don't like. I like the thin one.
Oh.
Thin, patli.
Acha. 3 things you say when you're irritated.
I just said chup.
3 words you say when you're very happy.
Very happy. I'm happy.
बहुत ही आपका बुरा परफॉर्मेंस जा रहा है बाय द वे अब तक.
कोई बात नहीं. जहाँ परफॉर्मेंस दिखाना था वहाँ दिखा दिया.
3 people you love to travel with.
My friends. Nobody from industry, nobody from Hollywood, no famous person, no, just friends.
All right. 3 travel destinations on your bucket list.
Ladakh again. It's my thing that till the day I die, I want to do Ladakh every year. It's been many years that I've been doing it, and hopefully, I'm filming in Manali soon. So Leh again. I'm doing Manali Leh on the bike for the 21st time. So it'll be our 21st anniversary. Second, I want to do East.
Okay.
Arunachal Pradesh and the areas from there. And I also want to go to Gir National Park, which is in Gujarat, which has the lions.
Yes.
So these 3 are on my list. There's a list of 30. When you talk about traveling, ask me what's your next 30.
What about international? आपने international कोई भी नहीं बताई जगह.
भाई हिंदुस्तान की जगह देख ले पहले.
बिल्कुल.
सब है यहाँ पे, सब कुछ है यहाँ. जरूरत नहीं कहीं जाने की.
Absolutely. Okay. So our game is over, but before we wrap, Amit, I want to know what else is lined up. हम आपको और कौन से projects, films, series में देख सकते हैं?
आई थिंक अभी लोगों ने बहुत देख लिया है और बहुत प्यार दे दिया है. आई एम श्योर लोग पक चुके होंगे मुझसे. So I think I तो don't need a break. I live. I always say the love that I get from people. I say it's my juice. You know, it's my tonic. It's going to be a life-changing experience.
All right, Amit, wonderful chatting with you. Thank you so much. आपने बहुत सारी अच्छी अच्छी बातें बताई, बहुत इंस्पिरेशनल स्टोरीज भी बताई, and we really look forward to seeing you more.
But आप गेम में हार गए. मैं अगली बार इसमें भी मेहनत करके आऊंगा. मैं इसमें भी जीतूंगा.
ठीक है, इसके लिए हम दोबारा मिलेंगे on Sunday Sundowner.
Done.
Okay, thank you so much.